Well, if you look at the subject of road user charging and you go and have a look at the TfL website, they will lead you to believe it's just the overall term that they use to describe all their current charging schemes, ULEZ, congestion, all the rest of it. There's a growing number of people that realise that road user charging et al. Is actually coming down the road. We're all going to end up at some point in the not too distant future having to pay per mile for every mile we drive. There's little snippets of information that have been coming out of the woodwork for years, and they've been in plain sight. I've had an email from somebody with just one of these things, and I want to share that information with you now. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing alright, I'm not too bad. Thank you very much for the support, I hope you are well. Please make sure you're subscribed to the channel, we're going that way, I like it. And if you've been subscribed for a while, make sure you still are, because the algorithm knocks you off every now and again. Please hit the like button, continue to share the stuff, leave comments. Well, road user charging, it's been talked about for years. It's been trialled in other countries. It's even been implemented in other countries. I mean, one of the ones that springs to mind straight away is Singapore, before I think about anything else. And it's something that's been recommended in this country for use in places like London. Now, a report by the Centre for London came out in 2019, and I want to read a couple of excerpts for it now. Where are we? So 29th of April 2019 this came out, and the basic summary is: charging people to drive can help manage demand for limited road space and tackle pollution. This report examines how London could utilise the latest technology to create a simpler, smarter and fairer approach to road user charging. London has always been at the forefront of transport innovation. It created an ambitious congestion charge scheme and this year introduced the ultra-low emission zone, one of the most radical environmental interventions of its kind in the world. This report argues that London should continue to lead the way in making the most of the new technology and start to develop a simpler, smarter and fairer system of road user charging in the capital. There's that word. The report sets out proposals for a new scheme, one which would charge drivers on a pay-per-mile basis. 2019 this was. It should be based on distance travelled, vehicle emissions, low levels of congestion and pollution, and availability of public transport alternatives. The report argues that such scheme would reflect the true impact of individual vehicle journeys. The scheme would be integrated with London's wider transport system and be accessible via an app and digital platform. This would allow all Londoners to compare, plan and pay for all journeys in one place. Ultimately, it would encourage drivers to leave their cars at home by providing them with alternative transport options. There you go, folks. It's there. It's all there. You've just got to go looking for it. Now, their excuse is that the current system of all the different charging schemes, congestion, ULEZ and all this sort of thing is very confusing. So let's have one simple pay, charge, bosh, done, pay per mile. The report highlights why the current system, including the congestion ULEZ, will need updating by 2025. London could have 5 separate charging schemes with different vehicle standards, hours of operation, charge amounts and payment arrangements, and it will create confusion. And there's a big report with supporting documents and all the rest. Now, they mentioned 2025, and you see those job advertisements that have been put on the TfL website with some very, very tight deadlines on them. And you start to put all the bits and pieces together. It paints a completely different picture to what you actually see on TfL. I'll leave a link in the description so you can read the full report for yourself. Let me know what you think. Give me comments. I'll see you soon with one more. Toodaloo.